y'all, welcome back to the channel. Okay, I am going to do one more reading. Man, I wish whoever is subscribing me to these porn sites and erectile dysfunction things, just leave it alone. Okay, like why? Every time I go to my junk folder, somebody to then put my email in something and I gotta keep unsubscribing. Like, just leave me be so I can go heal in peace, okay? You know who it is, okay? I'm not stalking your social media. I'm not looking you up. I don't care what you're doing, okay? I'm trying to move forward with my life and heal in peace, okay? All right, I'm gonna do one more message, y'all. One more message for the energy, because I want to see if somebody's chakras are out of alignment. All right, let's see if the collective chakras is out of alignment and what could be beneficial in helping them moving back into alignment. Okay, so we're gonna see who are these messages for. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to open it up like that, but dang, like, all right. So you can be born on the 22nd, or the 22nd could be significant. Who else are these messages for? Okay, January the 3rd. Okay, Cancer could be significant. Who else are these messages for, Spirit? We have Sun, Moon, rising in Cancer. All right, Mississippi, March, the 12th, the 20th, Georgia, and the 29th. Okay, so January the 3rd, the 29th, the 22nd, March, a Cancer, Georgia, Mississippi, day 20, day 12. Okay, so any of those dates, signs, or locations could be significant for this reading. Okay, so we're going to do the energy oracle and see what's going on. See if we can help align and balance these chakras. Okay, ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, what healing messages do you have for the collective? What do they need to know to help them on their spiritual journey? What does the collective need to know to help them on their spiritual journey? All right, what does the collective need to know to help them on their spiritual journey? Okay. All right, so we have man holding a coin. That could represent one of three things. You could be an earth sign, okay? You could be 43. You could be a life path 7, okay? You could be a business owner, okay? You could just be someone who's a philanthropist, okay? Someone who's financially savvy or stable, okay? Could be in the financial industry, okay? Or a bit, like I said, a businessman, okay? All right. The doors to personal healing and happiness. So this is 43 and 34, okay? So someone here, earth sign energy, okay? Door to personal healing and happiness. Community, okay? What else? I'm gonna get some more chords. Get some more cards, okay? To see what this whole message is before I start. All right. All right, so with the man holding the coin, the doors of personal healing and happiness, and the community with the angel of strength and the door to romance. Hi. Let's see. Walking away. Okay. So maybe someone here has found the strength to finally walk away from a community or a group of people or a family dynamic, okay? That no longer serves them, okay? Tell me more. Okay, so we have the third chakra, okay? So somebody is finding their self-worth, their self-esteem, their value, okay? The third chakra is about tapping into that solar plexus, not necessarily how others see you, but how you see yourself, right? So we have 37, which breaks down into a 10. Which breaks down into a 10. All right, it talks about completions and endings, okay? So even somebody could have walked away from a romantic connection, okay, just because it wasn't healthy, okay? The way they were being perceived, or the way they were being, the way they were being perceived, or the way this person was perceiving something maybe wasn't healthy, okay? But somebody here is walking away, choosing to walk away. We have 50 here, life path 5. Oh, wow. I just saw this, y'all. 43, 34, and 7. So we have 3 sevens on the deck right out the bat, okay? So this also could be that someone here is finding the strength to walk away from something, to walk into their own life purpose, okay? You could have been... I kind of also get the vibe, too, that maybe you were dealing with more than one person, okay, and you finally found your own strength, your own value, your own worth, all right, to walk away from, okay, whatever this group dynamic is, okay, so that you can find your own door to romance, that you can find your own partner, okay? Maybe you were someone who enjoyed having more than one partner at a time, okay? But I'm gonna get more into that. That's just off the rip, all right? We're gonna get some clarifiers, okay? So there's some things hidden, or somebody here is very intuitive. Wow, another 7. That's 4 sevens on the deck. Okay, so we have 4 sevens. Hi, come here. Come here. Come here, baby. Come to mama. What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? All right, so this is listening to your intuition, okay? Choosing your own path to success, paving your own road, okay? Maybe taking the key and opening your own door to your own personal healing and happiness. Maybe there was a group of people that were no longer serving you, no longer helping you, no longer supportive of you. Maybe you even had to walk away from a family, okay? To find the strength to walk away, just walk away from something, okay? There are aspects, this also talks about subconscious, walking away from hidden aspects of our own subconscious, okay? Or maybe acknowledging hidden aspects of our own subconscious. All right, yeah, so this garden in the gate, this came out in the community. So maybe this community, maybe this also could be how a community how you were raised, okay? Because with the garden in the gate, I feel like maybe you felt trapped or hindered by this community. It could have been a belief system that you grew up in. It could have been a family dynamic that you grew up in. But what it did is it prohibited you from expanding your horizons. It kept you stuck in either mentally stuck or physically stuck, okay? And you weren't allowed to really expand. You weren't really allowed to think the way you wanted to think, maybe dress the way you wanted to dress, maybe express yourself, okay? This all has to do with self-expression, self-worth, your value, okay? So maybe you come from the type of family or community where, you know, what you wore, okay, dictated your status, or the amount of money you had dictated your status, or whatever it was, it kept you bound and it kept you stuck, okay? And it didn't allow you to become the best version of yourself, okay? There were hidden aspects of yourself that even you weren't consciously aware of. But I feel like there's a masculine energy, because we have yet had the feminine card come out, but you could be male or female. So, but I feel someone here is learning to listen to their inner voice, learning to listen to their intuition, okay? Finally seeing behind things that were hidden away, okay? And realizing that you have the power to take back control of your life, okay? And maybe this is the angel strength coming to you to give you that strength, okay? You're calling on your angels, okay, to give you the strength to walk away, to be independent, to stand on your own 2 feet, to have belief in your own self, your own ideas, okay, your own opinions, okay? Being able to speak up for your own self. Tell me more, Spirit. All right? And maybe this is creating some sort of anxiety, okay? For some of you, you could feel trapped, okay? Even community talks about a marriage, okay? And with the door to personal healing to happiness, okay? Maybe you were trapped in some sort of marriage or some sort of commitment, and, you know, it's caused anxiety to the point where you want to break away. You want to, you know, do something that's best for yourself, but you grew up in a certain set of belief systems, okay, that maybe, you know, getting a divorce is frowned upon, or maybe you grew up in a belief system like if you were Mormon, okay, you're not allowed to associate with outsiders, okay, or it's just something different here that kept you stuck. It kept you stagnant, and it kept you unaware of your own true value, your own true worth. And so you just kind of committed to it because that's what you were expected to do, right? But somebody is finding or have found the courage to walk away. And maybe it's giving you a certain anxiety, because anxiety comes from fear of the unknown, okay? Because when you have that courage, when you finally, overcome that fear of what other people think, of what people are going to say about you, to step into your own power, to claim your own independence and walk away from something, of course people are going to talk about you. Of course people are going to judge you. Of course you may be shunned. Of course you may be outcasted. But realizing that this path is yours to walk, realizing that this is your journey, and that nothing someone does externally, okay, is going to help you, okay, make the best decisions for yourself, okay? You have to take control of your own life. And I feel like that's what someone is doing. Someone is finding the courage to take control of their own life, to step into their own life purpose, their own happiness, okay? And it's understandable, anxiety, because we fear the unknown. Because when we take that one step and it goes against everything that you've been led to believe, or you've been led to think, or you've been conditioned to think, okay? Our biggest fear is fear itself, okay? And ourselves, all right? Having confidence in our own capabilities, our own talents. Are we enough? And that's where it comes, healing that inner child, doing that inner shadow work, all right? So for many of you, maybe you've been feeling mentally conflicted, or this also talks about a connection with spirit. This also talks about receiving some sort of downloads, receiving some sort of clarity, okay? For many of you, you're seeking clarity when it comes to romance. You're seeking clarity when it comes to your family. You're seeking clarity when it comes to your job. You're seeking clarity in which direction you want to take, that's going to allow you to experience more freedom, that's going to allow you to experience more healing, that's going to allow you to experience more happiness, more joy, more peace, more success, more wealth, more health, okay? So a lot of what keeps us bound is our own subconscious fears. We can consciously make a decision, but sometimes it's our own subconscious that keeps us stuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, when I said that, 12:34 on the clock. All right. And so when it comes, we have to learn to reprogram, or get rid of old junk, old DNA, transmuting things, okay? Reprogramming our subconscious and how we think. But that also means addressing things that lay subconsciously that we don't even understand or know that may be affecting us, things that are hidden, the shadow aspects of our side, of our lives, right? Tracking down our fears and our desires. And some of those things even originate all the way back from 1313 on the clock, from our past lives, okay? So sometimes we are bound in ancestral patterns and wounds and toxic behaviors and addictions, okay? And that can affect us in this lifetime. And we carry that trauma with us until we decide to do the shadow work and acknowledge it, okay? And heal it and transmute it, okay? So it's not just this lifetime. Remember, healing is an everyday process. It's something that continues daily, because just because you finish healing one thing, there's still other things underneath, and from our past it still needs healing, okay? So it's a process. It's dying to the old and making room for the new daily, okay? Creating fresh energy, fresh prana, okay? A new way of thinking, a new way of living, a new way of breathing, okay? But some people can be dealing with, like, so for me, I know that since I've been cutting a lot of meat out of my diet, I see that clarity. So many of you, I'm picking up fog brain, and I don't know why I get that, but with this anxiety next to the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, I'm getting somebody may kind of feel like maybe you have headaches or fog brain, okay? So when we have fog brain, that talks about our mental clarity, being able to see something clearly, or our perspective on something could be clouded, our judgment could be clouded, okay? Dealing with finances, dealing with romance, dealing with family, okay? Dealing with friends, okay? And maybe your judgment was clouded you, maybe you or someone you were dealing with, okay? But I feel like, you know, this is almost like a personal read for someone here, but at the same time, this is general. So take it how it resonates, take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, okay, keep it moving, all right? But I feel like somebody was mentally clouded, or their judgment was clouded, okay? They weren't able to see things clearly because of some sort of conditional way of living, thinking, or some sort of belief system that they grew up in, okay? And the goddess of the moon talks about intuition. It talks about subconscious. It talks about hidden aspects of ourselves, okay? And with this walking away, okay, you could be walking away from a romantic connection because it was clouding your judgment. It wasn't healthy. You were unequally yoked, okay? You could be walking away from a community, okay? Whatever was keeping this is about your third chakra. So this is definitely talking about somebody's self-worth, their self-esteem, their value, okay? All of that. Yeah, the thinking man. Wow, the thinking man. I just said with this comes with mental clarity. Okay, so there's a thinking man, could be an air sign, thinking about walking away from something because it's no longer helping them. It's no longer serving its purpose or their purpose, okay? It's becoming more of a hindrance. Even anxiety can be in a hindrance. We can find ourselves in such a confused state of mind, okay, that everything that we do, every decision that we make, it's clouded based on, okay, because we take in too much of the community, too much. Our community, the people who we surround ourselves can keep us mentally trapped, okay, mentally in fear, mentally stuck, okay. And someone here is finally taking charge of their own life. I feel like that's what Spirit is calling you to do. And maybe there are aspects of yourself that you're not aware of, okay, that still needs healing, okay? We all have aspects of ourselves, and so don't take it personal when I say that, y'all. We all have aspects of ourselves, all right? This also talks about the second chakra, okay? So this talks about our creativity, our sexual energy as well. All right, tell me more about the second chakra. What do you need the collective to know about the second chakra, okay? So the thinking man is someone who's very intellectual, very disciplined, very analytical, kind of makes the head over heart decisions, okay? And someone here, I think, is like I said, there's a masculine. We have two masculines, air and earth, okay? You don't have to be air and earth. You can be any sign, okay? This could just be the energies that you are vibing in right now, okay? A learner, a student, someone of the esoteric field, okay? But tell me more about the second chakra. What about the second chakra, Spirit? What do you... Okay, so you have the thinking man and the thinking woman, okay? So somebody here may be thinking about walking away from a connection, or this is two people who are thinking about each other, possibly in a, okay, how I'm seeing this, and y'all know I try to keep it PG, but how I'm seeing this is there's two people here could be possibly connected in a partnership who shared some type of energy, okay, or creativity, okay? Or this could be a couple. I could be talking about a couple here, okay? Walking away from something or someone that no longer is helping them creatively, okay? So when we talk about the second chakra, this is how we bring things into fruition. This is how we manifest, okay? We also manifest from the gut, okay? But maybe somebody is just thinking about creatively, okay, how to express themselves. Somebody is wanting to express themselves, some sort of creative energy, okay? Maybe you're coming up with new ideas. But someone here could be thinking about walking away even from, with this door to romance and walking away, okay? Somebody could be thinking about walking away from a friendship, a partnership, a relationship, okay? Even a marriage, okay? And I'm not saying that I'm just saying the cards are laid out, okay? So don't read into my energy, okay? But somebody here is thinking about walking away, okay? And there's hostilities at the bottom because maybe there's some sort of external or internal hostilities, okay? That there's inner work to be done, okay? With the heart chakra, okay? This talks about unconditional love of self and others. This talks about going within and accessing the I am that I am presence, right? Okay? All right, so someone here is bringing balance into the situation. Somebody is balancing out their emotions. Somebody is balancing out their feelings, maybe even balancing out some sort of mental clarity with the 7th chakra here. Tell me more, angel of balance. Somebody, okay, so this is talking about balancing the 3rd chakra, the 4th chakra, the heart chakra, and the second chakra. So maybe somebody is doing the work to balance out their chakras, okay, or needs to do the work to balance out those particular chakras, okay. So the best way to balance the 2nd chakra is actually to do things that are creative, right? Actually to use the talents and the gifts, or however you want to express it, through singing, writing, reading, art, okay, music, okay, meditation, anything that allows you to express ideas or to bring things into life, okay. Okay, it may be someone's self-value, maybe their worth. Excuse me. Maybe their worth has ooh. Maybe their worth and their value has been determined by relationships in the past, and that's why you're being called to balance something out subconsciously. What fears, what desires are you holding on to, or what things in the past are affecting how you look at yourself, how you perceive, okay, what you deserve, okay? Do you deserve a loving, kind, and beautiful relationship? Do you deserve love? Or do you feel like love is a burden? Do you feel like love is a curse? Do you feel like it is pain, okay? So how do you view the romance, okay? How do you view, what do you believe about yourself? I really feel like this is talking about, all right, getting to the core of what you believe about yourself, because what you believe about yourself is what you attract. So if you believe that you're unworthy of love, if you have any insecurities and fear, then you're going to attract people who feel that you are inferior, who feel that you aren't worthy, who feel that you don't deserve love, and they're going to treat you that way. Okay, so this is really somebody needing to go within and do the healing work, where it talks about love. Okay, what weren't you given as a child, or what didn't you receive in your relationships? Okay, and so to focus on those things, because whatever it is, it's kept you stuck. Okay, and Spirit is calling for you to have balance. But guess what? You got victory here. So someone here is getting the victory, okay? You are finding the courage, you are finding the strength to balance out these particular chakras. And you're doing it best by walking away, okay? Now, there also could be okay. But somebody here is going to get the victory, okay? You are going to be able to move outside and expand your horizons. You're going to be able to express your truth. You're going to be able to share your truth. You're going to be able to become the best version of yourself, okay? And that's what I feel like someone is going through a transformation right now. They are seeing and acknowledging the things, okay, that maybe kept them burdened, that kept them stuck, that kept them in this certain mindset, okay, when it comes to love, with the romance here in the 2nd chakra. I feel like this is how somebody views relationships, maybe even how they view women, okay? Maybe they grew up a certain type of mindset, and it's with this anxiety card, it's when you reprogram your mind and you create a whole new way of thinking about people, places, and things, it can create anxiety, okay? Because it's like learning a whole new language. That's basically what you're doing. You're learning a whole new way of thinking, of living, of breathing, of being, okay? It's basically you're taking on a whole new identity because you're shedding old skin. You're shedding old beliefs. You're shedding old ideas. You are shedding things that no longer serve you, that are no longer healthy for you. All right, and it's causing anxiety. It's bringing up a lot of feelings. It's bringing up a lot of emotions. Okay, and you know, and that's okay. You have to be able to sit with those emotions. You have to be able to sit with those things and acknowledge them for what they are and learn how to integrate them. Okay, don't let them control you. It's a duality, balancing out both. We all have the light and dark aspects of ourselves because that's polarity. One cannot exist without the other. But that's where it comes to learning how to balance that out, okay? And not letting one dominate the other, where it becomes obsessive or toxic behavior. All right, anything else, Spirit? With this victory card here, I feel like somebody is going to receive, yeah, they're taking action. That's going to alleviate, okay, whatever this anxiety that you're feeling, okay, by taking action towards that what you are passionate about, taking action towards your healing, your inner journey, about taking action of walking away from things, is going to help put you in a higher vibration, a higher frequency. 616 on the clock when I said that, okay? So you're being called to take action, to close out the world, to close out karmic cycles, to close out things that are no longer serving you, that are no longer justified. All right. Yeah, this is action. Somebody is receiving the victory because they are taking, or they have took, past, present, or future reading, okay, the action to walk away and close out cycles that are not healthy for the soul growth, that are not healthy for this journey, okay? It is hard. It's hard, especially when we talk about family, because many of us grew up in a dynamic where we may have had small families, okay? We may have only, had a certain amount of siblings, a certain amount of friends. And when you have to shut that door because that you can't expect to grow, 7:07 on the clock, you can't expect to grow in the same environment if the environment never grows. If it stays the same, you're going to stay the same. So 717, you're going to have to surround yourself with people who are going somewhere, who are expanding, who are living, who are reaching for the stars, okay? If you continue to hang around the same people who stay in the same mindset, who do the same things, who never see that there is a better way of living, or you're going to stay in that same stuck mentality, 737 on the clock, okay? So I know it's hard. It's not easy, okay? Especially when you just when you're forced to, okay? But if you don't walk away, what happens is you keep repeating those same karmic cycles. You keep meeting the same people in different bodies. You keep going through the same circumstances. You keep working at the same dead-end jobs, okay? You continue to stay stuck, never being able to move forward into a greater purpose or a greater alignment of your life. Okay, never recognizing that there is a better way of doing something, a better way of living, okay, that having a better way of looking at things, okay? So I feel like that's what you're being called to do, is look at what is not working, what's not working for you, and remove it from your life. Ask Spirit to show you clearly what it is that is keeping you or holding you back from being successful, from thriving, from being abundant, from being loving, okay? Whether it's internal or external, okay? A lot of our work comes from the internal, but a lot of times when we start to change on the inside, okay, we also have to make changes on the outside. You can't expect to clear out all of the junk and debris and then still stay in that same toxic environment that created the junk and debris. Sometimes you have to walk away from the very environment that created the person who you are, the conditions in which you grew up in. If that means leaving, your parents' house, if it means moving away, 9/11 on the clock, new beginnings. All right. But you can't heal and then stay in the same toxic environment. It just doesn't work like that. Okay, because you will begin to repopulate and reprogram yourself with the same mentality that you just got rid of. All right, so with internal changes comes external changes. That makes sense. All right. All right, so now that we got that out the way, okay, I think I'm going to do, we're going to do some ancestor messages for that one. The actual ancestor spirit guide oracle deck. Actually, no. I haven't introduced you, I don't think, to this particular deck. My mystical healing deck. I'm gonna have to come from the book because these meanings of these cards be a little radical, y'all. So, okay. I'm gonna come from this. What mystical healing information would be most useful for this pile, Spirit? What would be most helpful in healing the situation for the collective? What aspects of the self does this collective need to look at to heal? What aspects of the self do? Okay, you have support, okay? So you're definitely supported during this time. You have guidance and support. All right, number 36, 9. It's all like new beginnings. It was 9/11 on the clock, okay? We also have recognized divine timing, okay? So something is definitely in divine timing. All right, number 24, 6. All right. What else, Spirit? What else will be helpful? Okay, so recognizing divine timing. So I think this is calling me to talk about impatience, okay? Often we want things when we want them, and sometimes it's not ready. It's not the right time, okay? Whether it's a business opportunity, whether it's a career, whether it's a relationship, whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest, sometimes we want things now, and Spirit was like, no, you're not ready for it. There's things you still need to see or understand, or things you need to get rid of, okay? So recognize that what's meant for you will never pass you up. It will be for you. 1:44 on the clock, okay? So someone here is recognizing the importance of divine timing and learning to be patient, okay? This is saying unlock your heart, all right? So while you're in the process, all right, you have support. This is Spirit wants you to work on the heart chakra, okay? So for many of you, your heart chakra has been closed off because based on past relationships or situationships that you've dealt with that have left you, 2:12 on the clock, that have left you, okay, feeling inadequate, feeling insecure, having commitment issues, having abandonment issues, okay? We've all experienced that. We've all been there, okay? So where we've experienced insecurities, are we good enough for something? Do we deserve something because something or someone has made us feel inadequate and made us question our own selves, okay? And for some of you, you've been hurt to that point where you just decided where it has made you cold or callous, okay? To the point where you begin to lash out or project things onto other people, okay? So this is why it's important to sit down and do the shadow work to recognize, well, where did that hurt come from, or when did it start, or why am I feeling this way, or why do I treat people this way, or why do I talk to people the way I talk to people, okay? What is in me that is still needing, okay, attention, okay, needing love, okay? So often we don't get, growing up, depending on your background and where you come from, the circumstances, okay, maybe we don't have the most loving, supportive family or parents, okay? And so we are forced to learn how to love from external sources, which may not always be healthy or good for us. So we learn toxic behaviors from top 333 on the clock from outside influences or from our parents, okay? And so that in turn creates unhealthy dynamics within our own self, our own traumas. And when we're not loved properly, we can't properly show another person love, okay? And when we don't know how to love, then we are then cut off from the I am presence, because I am presence is about unconditional love. When we hold resentment, when we hold jealousy, when we hold envy, when we hold hate and spite inside of us based on what somebody else has done to us, or our perceptions of what someone else has done to us, okay, those create internal conflict that begin to manifest on the outside and begin to manifest in our reality, right? So I'm going to actually read you I'm going to read you what this says. All right, work on your ancestral, oh, wrong one. 35. Unlock. Let's be in the back. All right, unlock your heart. Pain can cleanse the way to profound wisdom. If you keep protecting yourself from being hurt, you will stop yourself from experiencing an intimate, delicious, earth-shattering, life-enhancing, and sacred relationship. When a protected heart bursts open, there's pain, sadness, fear, rejection, brokenness, and a host of other unprocessed emotions. But nothing compares to the possibility of listening, trusting, and following the ancient wisdom that lives in a heart that has gone through pain, struggle, and loss, and has come out on the other side with warmth, humility, compassion, and selfless act. An open heart is your true guide towards your greatest goodness. Goodness you can give and goodness you can receive. So don't allow pride, hurt, and fear to keep this most exquisite part of yourself shut off. Instead, listen and allow this part to have the opportunity to guide you towards self-knowledge and intimate knowledge of another who you yearn for. Allow all that is love in. Take a moment and place your hands on your heart. Breathe into your heart and ask it, what am I holding on to that is making me tense, tight, fearful, and cold? Ask yourself, am I willingly to slowly and gently let the pain from the past go so that the possibility of becoming softer, warmer, and more loving can come into my life? Imagine a warm, peach-colored ball of lightning entering your heart, creating softness and waking the voice of wisdom that resides there. So yeah, it's talking exactly what I said, all right? Somebody experienced something so detrimental and so painful to their heart that it has closed them off to the idea of being open to a new relationship, okay? Of having a healthy relationship, okay? All right? So this is, the Ho'oponopono meditation can be very good. Exactly what this book said, okay? Ask your heart, what am I still holding on to that I need to let go of to be more compassionate, loving, and have a healthy relationship? And then once you have your answer, okay, use the Ho'oponopono meditation in order to heal that aspect of your side. You can use hematite, okay, which is a crystal, okay, a green crystal or stone, tapping into that energy and using it to release, okay? And anybody who say, man don't cry, look, tears are cleansing, tears are purifying, okay? Tears are healing, okay? We need to cry. We need to release that emotion that is within us, because that is the only way that we can heal properly, okay? When we are no longer broken open, when we can think about something or a situation and it no longer moves us to our tears or emotions, or it no longer breaks us open, okay, 727 on the clock, then we've healed from it, okay? But until we're able to do that, we're going to still be stuck in those same patterns, okay, that same pain, and we're going to project it onto another person, and then it can become toxic, okay? All right, so I'm going to get into that healing crystal, okay, the healing crystal for this particular, okay, ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels. What healing crystal will be most beneficial for this particular reading? For the viewer, what particular crystal will be most beneficial for the viewer tonight in this reading? What will help them on their healing journey? Okay, what crystal will be most beneficial to help them in this reading? What crystal will be most beneficial to help in this reading? We got two. Okay, so we have Smoky Quartz Celestial, number 28, which is 10, and then we have Lapis Lazuli, number 13. Okay, I know Lapis Lazuli deals with the intuition and third eye, and then we have Smoky Quartz, which is a healing stone. Okay, but this is Celestial Smoky Quartz. So let's see what this says. Okay, so y'all can see this is, say I received the healing of the Smoky Quartz Celestial. Okay, hold on, let me pull it up right quick. Okay, this is transmutational magic, okay? A stone for karmic healing, Smoky Quartz Celestial opens into different dimensions and brings powerful transformation. You have a powerful survival instinct and the ability to go where others dare not. Transmute the past, realize that darkness is not evil. Facing your deepest fears turns these into golden gifts. You know that death is only a transformation into another state of being. Take responsibility for your life. Do not let others take control. Be patient. Much stirs beneath the calm surface. Total transformation is close. It may entail a trip into the underworld. Your shadow becomes your brightest gift. Toxic emotions turn into positive regard. Ground your efforts in the everyday, but retain contact with higher realms. Success comes through dedication and trust in your abilities. Mentors are available. Release yourself from old enchantments. No part of you is evil or bad. Embracing your shadow leads you to healing hidden in the darkest reaches of yourself. The frequency of this crystal is exceptionally high, and it governs the earth star, the base, the sacral, the soul star, and the stellar gateway. The timing is Scorpio and Capricorn season, and the soul path of this crystal is total transformation. It goes back to what I said, the shadow aspects of us, the subconscious. I said that earlier. All right, there are parts of us that still need transmuting and healing, okay? There's old wounds, okay, and that 4044 on the clock, that require us during the deep dive and coming face to face with our fears and our emotions and the things that have hurt us in this past that we don't want to acknowledge or that we refuse to see, okay, and we just keep overlooking, okay? Lapis Lazuli, okay, heavenly wisdom, okay? Lapis Lazuli wards off calamities of all kinds and was one of the most auspicious stones in the ancient world. The self-understanding of this crystal is you are an immortal soul who has profound connection with the heavens. Your purpose is noble. You yearn for spiritual attunement, but may be hampered by outmoded viewpoints. Take charge of your life. Looking into the past puts your present experience into perspective. You are a lineage breaker. Make the effort to trace family history for deeper insight. There is spiritual disease. Work with dreams and journey inward to find deeper insights. Flashes of intuition show the way. Open your heart and third eye. Help comes from on high. Enlightenment is within your grasp. Enhanced perception shows what operates beneath. Study or research is needed. Yours is the gift of true friendship. Protect yourself, okay? The healing insight of this stone is attuning to your divine nature enhances your well-being. The frequency of this card is high. The chakra that this governs is the throat, the third eye, and the crown. The timing is Sagittarius season. The soul path is divine reconnection, okay? All right, and that's what shows here. The crown chakra, all right, is here as well. So both of these stones, the smoky quartz celestial and the lapis lazuli, will be beneficial in helping you with your shadow work, all right, and also hematite with the heart, not hematite, malachite, okay? So this is definitely dealing with the shadow aspects of ourselves and healing emotions and spiritual disease, okay? So there are aspects of yourself, all right, that needs healing, okay, and it's okay. I hope this has been enlightening. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for joining me. Peace, love, and light.